What's up, guys? My name is MTGFalcon, and in today's video we got our first video in a little while, second one on the channel. We got all my stuff here from Magic the Gathering so far. As you can see, multiple decks in here, a bunch of extra cards right here as I riffle through it. My only D20. So I got a bunch of decks in here from Cons of Takar, Born of the Gods, Aether Revolt, Battle for Zendikar, Magic Origins, etc. I also have this dual deck box by Ultra Pro. I will try to open dual decks right in here. I have a deck, and then I also have one in this deck box. So, yeah. Okay, there we go. I had to take a quick pause. I accidentally knocked this deck over, and I had to go pick it up. So right here, the first deck of this series, looking at all my decks that I have so far and ones in the future, is the very last one I made with that Planeswalker I pulled from the first video, Kiora, Master of the Depths. Very hard to see. The foiling makes it really difficult to see everything, and the shadow doesn't really help, neither does the sleeve on it. So we got that. So if you don't remember from the last video, +1, untap up to one target creature and up to one target land. -2, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. You may put a creature card and or land from among them into your hand. And I just realized that card wasn't even in the picture. And -8, you get an emblem with whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may have it fight target creature, then put 3 8/8 blue octopus creature tokens onto the battlefield. Starts with 4 loyalty counters on it, and it's a 4 cost. Then we got Scythe Leopard right here. My shadow's not really helping see these cards. Very simple card. Just put these over here. Lifespring Druid. Tap to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Fairies Band Thomper. The shadow's really not helping me here. Yeah. Inspired. When it becomes untapped, put a 1/1 counter on it. So that's pretty much every turn. Then you got the Blood Hunter Worm. Just a normal 4/3. You got a Woolly Loxodon with a Morph 5 and 1. It's a 7 cost. It's a 6/7. Rot Shambler. When another creature you control dies, Rot Shambler gets a 1/1 and it starts at 1/1. Undercity Troll. Bit. Okay, it's not working. It has Renown 1. Whenever a creature, when it deals combat damage to a player, if it isn't renowned, put a 1/1 counter on it. And it also has Regenerate, and it's a 2/2. This one definitely a good card. Watcher in the Web, right here, has Reach, and it can block an additional 7 creatures each combat. And it's a 2/5. Then we got Oran Reef Invoker, 2/2, pay 8 mana, and it gets 5/5 and trample until end of turn, and it's 2 cost. Another Oran Reef Invoker, 2/2. Got a Caustic Caterpillar, 1 in a green, sacrifice it, destroy target artifact or enchantment. It's a 1/1. Rich Scale Tusker, 5/5. When it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control. And it's a 5 cost. Snapping Garland, 2/2 with landfall. Gains a 1/1 until end of turn if a land enters the battlefield under your control this turn. Another Brood Hunter Worm, 4/3. We got a Blister Pod, 1 cost. 1/1 whenever it dies. You may put a 1/1 Eldrazi Scion onto the battlefield, which you can sacrifice for 1 mana in your mana pool. 5/4 Vigilant Trample. It is Tajuru Pathwarden. Next we got Reclaiming Vines, finally into the sorceries instances, and that for green. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land. It's 4 cost. Natural Connection is an instant to search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle your library. It's a 3 cost. Next, Nisa's Pilgrimage. Just search your library for up to 2 basic forest cards, put 1 onto the battlefield tapped, and the rest into your hand. Seek the Wild. 2 costs, sorcery. Look at the top 4 cards of your hand, reveal a creature or a land from among them, put it in your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Awaken the Bear. Target creature gets +3/+3 and trample until end of turn. It is a 3 cost as well. We got Plummet, a 2 cost. Destroy target creature with flying. Another Nisa's Renewal. Hi, kitty. Hi, go away. Retreat to Kanzandu. Yeah. Landfall enchantment. Either put a 1/1 counter on target creature or gain 2 life. Reclaim. Put target card from your graveyard on the top of your library. Weirding Wood. Enchant land. When it enters the battlefield, investigate, and then enchanted land has add 2 mana of any color, any 1 color to your mana pool. Embrittled Growth. Enchant land, tap it for any color, and sacrifice this to draw a card. Swell of Growth. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Karametra's Favor. Enchant creature. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted creature has tap to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Another Seek the Wild. Now into blue. Exultant Cultist. When it dies, draw a card. It's a 2/2 creature. Definitely one of my favorite cards from this deck in the blue category. Stitched Mangler. It's a 2/3. Enters tapped, and whenever it enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature does not untap during its controller's next untap step. 1 cost. Here we go. 0/3 creature. Embodiment of Spring. 1 and a green. Tap it, sacrifice it, and search your library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle your library. Next, now into the enchantments. Not much blue in this deck. Enchant artifact or creature. Enchanted permanent doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Ice over. Evanescent Intellect. Enchanted creature has 1 and a blue. Tap it. Target player puts the top 3 cards of his or her library into his graveyard. His or her graveyard. My bad. Counter target instant spell. 1 cost. Dispel. Negate. Counter target non-creature spell. 2 cost. Adverse conditions. Devoid. This card has no color. Tap up to 2 target creatures. Those creatures don't untap during their controller's next untap step. Put a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion token onto the battlefield. Pretty cool. We got Drag Under. Return target creature to its owner's hand and draw a card. Holding that crooked. There we go. Compelling Deterrence. I'm butchering some of these names. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Then that player discards a card if you control a zombie. Anticipate. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Instant. And then Clutch of Currents, the final sorcery in the blue category. Return target creature to its owner's hand, and it has Awaken 3. Next we get into our lands. For this, I'm running 3 basic islands, 4 dual lands, I believe. Yes. A Highland Lake. Enters the battlefield tapped. Add blue or red mana to your mana pool. That's mainly just for the blue, because I didn't have enough islands when I made this deck. Same with the next 2. Prairie Stream. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands. Meandering River. Enters the battlefield tapped. Add a white or a blue to your mana pool. Thornwood Falls. Enters the battlefield tapped. When it does, gain 1 life. Add a green or a blue. Next we have 2 Full Art Forests. And a bunch of forest cards here. And then to top it all off, we have 3 Evolving Wilds. You tap and sacrifice Evolving Wilds to search your library for a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. So that was the first of many decks I currently have, and I'm definitely thinking of buying some stuff for Amonkhet soon once it finally releases. So if you like this video and want to see more of my decks, make sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll be back soon with another video. Okay, see ya.